Hi, YouTube. Hi, TikTok. How are you guys today? Sorry, I actually got downstairs about 2 minutes before 9:30, and then I just had to finish setting everything up, getting myself something cold to drink. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. Oh man, today it's been, today wasn't terrible for me. Today was, excuse me, not terrible. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Excuse me. Today was a roller coaster day. We had some big ups, we had some big downs, and I'm gonna end the night on a high because I get to sit here and talk with you guys. So thank you. So, hi, my name is Beth. My handle is Mom Like Beth. You may or may not already be following me. I am a huge mom community person. I came onto TikTok to actually meet moms and grow a community with moms, and I love it. I couldn't believe what an amazing group of women were on here, and it's really amazing that sometimes you get more, like, support from the moms on TikTok than you do from your own actual friends and family. It's kinda nuts, right? But anyway, so again, my name is Beth. I am a wife. I am a mother to two beautiful and insane little boys. Love them to pieces. I am a veteran. I was in the military for 12 years, and I am a full-time working mom. And like a lot of moms, I've been really struggling, right? It's been like a really hard time. I started off at my current job about 10 years ago before I had children. And what ended up happening was over the next 10 years, I met my husband. We had our first son. Then I got pregnant about 5 years later with my second son. We had to move out of our tiny apartment and find a home to live in. And ironically, at that time, it was slightly less expensive to get a house up here in New England than to rent because a three-bedroom rental in a non um, dangerous area was over $3,000 a month. And that's just like the beginning, right? It always goes up after a year or two. So we got a house and now I'm dealing with a mortgage with a super high interest rate. It's just a lot. And then I have been struggling because I had children and I always kind of knew I would go back to work. But then once I had them, I couldn't imagine going back to work. But every single time I didn't have an option. I did not have the ability to just stay home. My husband works full time too, but our jobs just do not support us. So we've both been working full time and paying for daycare, which is insane. I think the highest I paid so far for daycare is 1,800 a month. That's for my first son. And thankfully, we're someplace now that's a little bit less expensive. But I mean, it's like a second mortgage. It's just so expensive. And if I had had my second son even like 1 year sooner, I would not have been able to go to work. We would have had to apply for assistance because I cannot afford two daycare payments a month. Like it's obscene. So over this time, um, I have been working, like I said, the same job for the last 10 years, and I've been getting by. I am like many other people, just used to having to budget, to penny pinch, to always plan, to go without things. My family has never been able to really do vacations. I would find something on Groupon every once in a while and, just pay off my credit card, but we don't even really go to Dunkin' Donuts up until like recently. Like my husband, I actually got had to get into a knockdown drag out fight with him about Dunkin' Donuts after our first son was born because he's like, Beth, we could afford coffee. And he didn't realize he was spending like 75 bucks a week on coffee. I mean, just these little things just add up, right? So we had to always cut back and find a way. But over this last couple months, it really like blew my mind. I had this huge epiphany that in the last 10 years, even though I went from being single with no husband, no children, just renting an apartment before it became like obnoxiously expensive, and having my two small dogs, to now, fast forward, I am two children in, mortgage, husband who eats me out of house and home. And I am actually making the same amount of money. I'm trying to stretch the same amount of money from when I was single to now that I have all of these expenses. And it's so stressful. And then on top of that, like I can do with working, but I am literally missing everything with my kids. We are we're working to live. That's all we're doing. I'm not there to go to my kids' parent teacher conferences. I have to ask permission and only get given permission if they have enough coverage. I have to miss his field trips. I have to miss his school events. I can't take him to after school activities. My son comes home and I'm working for another 2 hours after he gets home. So I either let him stay in the house and just hi Asbaz, and just watch TV. Or I'm like, sure, go play on the, like, we have a very quiet neighborhood, but yeah, go play on like the street, go ride your bike, see if your friends can play with you. But I have actually no real visibility. I can see out my window, but I don't know like if he went to this friend's house, if he went to another friend's house. I'm not able to help him with his homework. As soon as I'm done with my work, I then have to go to daycare and pick up my youngest and then bring him back. And he literally just turned 2. He lets me do absolutely nothing. And I can't even actually cook meals anymore. I have reverted to just making frozen chicken tenders, fish sticks, chicken nuggets, pasta, macaroni, pizza. And this is not the healthiest day, but I generally do not have any time. I pick up the baby at 5. I have to train up. I'm trying to like say hi to the kids. I'm trying to get dinner ready. I'm trying to get the house straightened up, then I have to get the kids in the bath, get them off to bed. Out of 18 hours that we're awake, let's say 24 hours of a day, 18 hours that I'm awake, I am with my, oh, hi, DMG, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Out of the 18 hours that I'm awake, I get to spend less than 4 hours with my children. I don't know about you guys, hey, but I did not have kids to literally let them be raised by somebody else, by their teachers, by their daycare providers, by their friends on the streets. I did not have kids so that could happen. And I knew I had to work, but in my job, I'm able to work from home. Thank you so much for the likes. But my job is as a call center representative. So I am literally on the phone taking calls every single second of the day. And I have to focus on the customer. And it's so stressful. I'm working like 3 different computer systems at the same time. And it is exhausting. I am so exhausted by the time I'm done at work. I barely have anything left for my kids. And I want to hug them and I want to kiss them and I want to cuddle them. My oldest is a very energetic 7.5-year-old. He doesn't want to sit still. He wants to go out. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. I can't even take him out to the park after I get out of work because I have to get everything else done. And then I have the baby who won't even let me put him down for more than 2 minutes because, and I feel guilty because I have not been with him all day. So I'm like, okay, I can either let him cry and I can keep on doing everything else. And then those last few hours that I have before he goes to sleep, I can again not spend time with him. Or I can say, screw it, I'm not going to clean the house like I need to. I'm not going to really cook like I need to because I need to spend time with my kids. Now, I know that there are so many working moms out there dealing with this, and you just do what you have to do. We all do what we have to do. But somehow, even with all of that, we are still not having enough money. I just looked up the statistics, and it was like over 65% of people in America are reporting that they are living paycheck to paycheck right now. How ridiculous is that? Paycheck to paycheck. The majority of people cannot handle a $400 unexpected expense. $400. We're supposed to have an emergency safety safety savings of that'll cover at least. No, thank you. I'm not taking any co-host. Um, that'll cover at least 3 to 4 months. Because what happens when all of a sudden you get really sick, or your job downsizes, or you have something important, like whatever, things happen. People lose their jobs. All of a sudden, your car's broken down. Can you get to work without a car? Things happen, right? Do you have that money to replace the car? Do you have a credit card with enough limit left on it to pay for a $2,000 to $3,000 expense, or to put a down payment on a car? And then can you pay for it? Because right now cars are like the most expensive I think that they've ever been. A crappy car is like $400 to $600 a month. That's not including insurance. Do you have that kind of money? Because that was something that I never had. And I budgeted like a mofo. Okay. Like I was the budgeting queen. I used the YNAB app. Why not? Oh, you need a budget. Okay. I budgeted, I planned ahead for everything, but you can't plan for every single thing. Excuse me, my throat's so dry. So here's my point. All of us, we have all been in that situation. If you're not in that situation, I am so grateful, because that is the worst situation to be in. Okay. But for those of you, if you are actually stressed about money, if you are that working mom and you are stressed about money, and you are going paycheck to paycheck, or just barely a little bit better than that, you're just getting by, you can plan, you could scrimp. If somebody gave you $900 extra for 1 month, do you know what you would spend that $900 on? Don't think hard, because if you're in that boat that I'm talking about, that I was in, you can rapid fire off 3 things without even really thinking hard what you could use that extra money for. When somebody asked me that about a month and a half ago, my immediate answer is groceries, eating out, vacations, and savings. Okay? Like rapid fire. You don't even have to think hard. When you're in that money pinch, you know. You know immediately. You may not know the exact amount you're going to put to this and put to that, but you know where you are tight on money. And that's what I'm talking about. This has been a problem for a while. I'm not going to get into why, because I'm not about to do politics. But here's the thing. We have been raised in an environment where we know that to make money, you go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work hard, grind it out at least 40 hours a week. If that's not enough money, ask for overtime. If that doesn't cover it, get a second job. Okay. And then if that doesn't cover it, well, you're just crap out of luck. Maybe you can come into an inheritance. I don't know. But that has been the historic thinking. And I was in that thinking for a very long time too. And something horrible and wonderful happened at the same time a couple years ago. And it's the pandemic. Okay. The pandemic is horrible. No matter how you slice it, there were so many people who got sick, who are hurt, who are affected, even people who didn't think they would be affected. Okay, all of a sudden, who didn't believe in it, don't worry about it. All of a sudden, my best friend, both of her parents ended up in the emergency room, and then her father died unexpectedly. Like they thought he was getting better, and no, all of a sudden, boom, he's gone. And then all of a sudden, due to complications from COVID, her mother died like a year and a half ago. It's just like the pandemic was horrible. But what else came out of the pandemic is because we were all closeted away. Stores were shut down. Like everybody was trying to make sure that they were in compliance and following along. What ended up happening was we figured out all the stuff that we can do online. That is super big. You know what we did? We first watched every single show of everything we could on Netflix, on Hulu, on YouTube, on everything, right? And now that's gone to the way that most people now don't even pay for cable. They're streaming everything online. Why pay for the cable costs? Why pay for the convenience fees of having equipment and all this and all that? Why not just cut out the middleman and stream? Okay, that's the first thing. And then people are like, we don't need to shop in stores. Everybody delivers now. I have Instacart. I have BJ's Wholesale Delivery. I have DoorDash. I have Amazon. I think I am one of the few people like single-handedly keeping Amazon in business. Okay, I am a busy working mom. I literally do not even have time to go to the grocery store. So let me tell you something. I sure as heck don't have time to go to the mall. I order everything online. And if I had to stop every time I wanted to order something and make a phone call, wait for an operator to pick up, talk about my order, place it, make sure everything's approved, and then get off the phone, I wouldn't have bought anything because you know what? Amazon is successful because they have everything at the tips of your fingers. You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't have to do a chat. You find what you want. You have your card stored. You click it and it delivers to you Prime 2 days, free delivery. Amazing. That's why they're like the most like wealthy company in the globe. Okay? Because they mastered that. And now 76% of all consumers are actually buying their products on social media. It even went a step further. It's not just going to online stores. Social media, everybody is scrolling through social media for an average of 4 hours a day. That's the average person is just consuming social media, for about 4 hours a day. So now we have that on there and we don't have to do stuff in hard buildings. Okay. Which brings us to e-learning. Who here took any kind of college courses, any kind of certificate course to try to get ahead, to try to get a better job, to try to do anything, right? I know that I went into college after the military. Thankfully, I had the Montgomery GI Bill, but that one was not even a good one. The newer one, the 9/11 GI Bill, covers a lot more. Back then, when I had it, they either gave you barely enough money to pay rent or they gave you enough money to pay off your school bill. So I finished college with a ton of student debt because you have to pay tuition, you have to pay fees, you have to pay for books, you have to pay for all this stuff. And you have to pay for the teachers. Okay, that's why it's so expensive. But guess what? Now everybody's learning everything online, whether it's how to make a sourdough starter kit or how to repair your marriage or how to deal with an ADHD child, whatever it is, you can find learning courses, e-courses online. Digital marketing is one of the fastest growing businesses out there. Right now, they're a multi-billion-dollar a day business, and it's projected that by 2027, they're going to be a multi-trillion-dollar a day business. All right, amazing. So here, trying to make money. I try to make money. I came onto TikTok hoping I could build up a following. I could get onto TikTok shop and boom, I'm going to make money. I'm going to be good, right? Well, I didn't know what it was, but TikTok shop is actually affiliate marketing. Okay, which means you get a percentage, a very small percentage for using your clout, your following, and your videos to market that company's product. They send you something, a free sample, which is really nice, but their free sample costs them probably about $2. And you put out a good video and it gets out to probably about like 5 million people in a couple of months. And then whether they buy it directly off of your video or not, you are advertising for this other company. You are literally making that money, even if you are not making that money back. Even if you do really good with sales, you are getting 10, 15, or 20% of what that affiliate marketing is. Okay? Affiliate marketing is not bad. It's just not a way to make very good money. If you are not working, you are not earning, and you are always just earning a small percent. You have to work 10 times harder in order to make an act like what you're actually trying to sell. Okay. So I found the e-learning courses in digital marketing. The first one I found is also affiliate, but it was a higher percentage. I think it was like 30 something percent. Okay, good company on the Forbes list, everything great. I literally tried everything to try to earn money. But what happened is the whole process, you had to do everything yourself. You have to make the capture pages, you have to make the click funnels, you have to make your email list, you have to find a way to tie it all together, you have to connect everything, then you have to market it. very overwhelming. Did I mention I'm an extremely stressed out, busy, working mom, just struggling to get by? Do I really look like I have time to figure out all that when I don't even have to have enough time to be with my kids? I pass out putting them to sleep. Okay, like I don't have that extra time and energy. It's just that's not it's they're not a bad company. I still have them on the back burner. I'm still on there as an affiliate, but I haven't even set it up and I had them months ago. So, very long story, a little bit shorter. I reached out to one of the girls I had seen on here, Jen. I thought she was in the same marketing program that I was. And I was asking her, hey, listen, could you please help me out? I am having trouble with this ClickFunnels. And she said, yeah, well, I don't think we're in the same program, but I'm happy to help you. The beginning to a beautiful story here. This she's my age. She has 3 boys. She's a full-time working mom. She's a nurse. She lives in, I think, Texas. So on the opposite side of the country from me. But she is in a very similar predicament as me. She was struggling trying to help her husband make enough money to pay all the bills. She's a nurse. She doesn't make crap money. Her husband's working 7 days a week trying to make sure that they can afford everything. Her mother was having to work part-time jobs. Her grown elderly mother was still working to try to help make ends meet. Okay. And she was struggling. She has her older son is in college. And she just hit a point. Like she just couldn't do it one time. She couldn't even afford to give him gas money to drive back to school. And she was like, I cannot do this anymore. And so she found the same thing as me. She also, similarly as me, tried a different digital marketing first. And then she found this one, the Legacy Builder program, the one that she started telling me about. Not to sell me, just explain why she didn't have to do the same thing I did. So all that reason why I had not yet set up my other digital marketing is because I didn't have time to do it. I didn't have time to figure out, and I was just too tired. Okay, I was just mentally worn out. And she said, Beth, I'm happy to try and help you the best I can. I just didn't have to do it. And I was like, what? How the heck did you get away with not having to put this crap together? Because why am I having to put this together? I could have been going so long ago. And she's like, well, I'm in, I think, a different program than you. When I got it, it came with the website built for me. Okay. It came with the automations built for me, the emails built for me, the ClickFunnels built for me. Everything was already done. All she had to do was purchase the learning programs and pay $29 for the automated system and the website. And she was already making money. She had been doing it for, I think, 2 months when I ran into her. And she was already making money off of it. And she didn't have to do any of that stuff. The other big difference between the other one that I had purchased originally and the Legacy Builder is that unlike the other one, which, as I mentioned, was affiliate, so I didn't get the full amount for whoever decided to sign up. I got a partial amount, which not a bad amount, but it's just a partial amount. This one is not affiliate. It's what's called MRR, Master Resale Rights. Okay. I had to learn all this stuff. I didn't know what this is. Master Resale Rights literally means when you buy these programs that quite literally teach you how to build an online business from the ground up and run it successfully and market it for free on social media with the automated system. Every single customer that you help sign up their own business, bring their own product online, get their own finances in order, you get that entire sale directly deposited into your bank account that day, hence daily pay. I didn't really believe her at first. It sounded too good to be true. I'm not going to lie. It really did sound too good to be true. But I sat there and I waited. I was like, you know what? I'm already invested in the other one. She's going to help me out. I'm going to try reaching out. I had a meeting with my other company. They pointed me in the right direction, and I had every intention of just moving forward with the other company. But I kept on coming to her lives and listening, and I got her emails because I had signed up for her informational emails on her webpage, and I was getting them, and I'm getting more information as they come, right? And then I'm listening to her. I'm just popping in. I'm not even saying anything when she's on the lives. I'm just listening. I am not a jump in and ask questions later person. Okay. I am a very logical, thoroughly planning person. That is how I have survived in the military. That's how I have survived in life after the military. That's how I survive as a mom and a wife. I plan the crap out of everything. And I already had gone down the wrong road with like four other stuff. Literally tried everything and everything failed. I had not been able to make money. So I'm like, what makes this different? And I'm watching and I'm listening. And guess what? It was different. They have the free webinar. Okay. The founder of the Legacy Builder program is also a mom. She's a mom of 6, and now she has grandkids. She still has 2 kids living with her. She has her older kids who have children of their own, and she just wanted to be able to be home and be there as a mom for her kids, making sure that they never had to worry that they were a priority, that they were going to get their needs met. She wanted to be there for all the important moments. All the stuff that I have been dying inside about because I have not been able to do that with my kids. I have missed out on 7.5 years of my children's life. 7.5 years. 7 summers I missed with my son, my oldest son. This is the first summer that I even got to go on a mini vacation with him for like 5 days. Okay, I have missed everything, and every single day I feel like I'm failing as a mom because I cannot afford to not work. I cannot afford to find a different job that doesn't let me work from home so that I can be here for the baby. I can't afford to just go out to dinners and I just buy whatever groceries I want, to plan vacations, to get him whatever shoes he needs for his track meet or whatever he wants to do. I have been scrounging. And on top of that, I have been living off of the cheapest, crappiest Amazon clothes I could find because I couldn't spend money on myself because I always had different bills that were higher priority than just my vanity, how I felt when people saw me in public. I look like a bag lady. I look like I was probably next to homeless because I'm wearing like the craziest, most ridiculous clothes that are obviously cheap, that are not flattering. But hey, guess what? They were cheap. Okay? All of these things are contributing to stress. Do you know that cheating is not the number one reason a relationship will fail? It is actually financial difficulty. It's financial hardship. That is what's going to break up a marriage. Because when you're stressed about money, everything gets worse. Everything. The little things become big things. The big things become ginormous, and the ginormous things become divorce. Okay? Like, it's just nuts. Money affects everything. You could have all the money in the world and not be happy. But if you don't have enough money to take care of your family, you're sure as heck not going to be happy either. You're going to be stressed out. You can find enjoyment and comfort in the small things, in the love, in the togetherness. That's all well and good. But if you can't give your kids a good life, and I don't mean spoil them, I mean just give them your time. Have some family memories. Not be afraid to order a pizza if you're too tired to cook dinner. Or being able to actually go out on a date with your spouse or your partner every once in a while. Because if you don't take care of your relationship, you two are just going to end up not liking each other, not wanting to be around each other, and in the end, not being able to stand each other. Okay? That is a real thing. So here we go. Found the Legacy Builder program. I looked, I read, I figured out, and I was like, you know what, Beth, you just wasted about 6 months of this year trying every wrong thing and hesitating and not being able to fully commit because you were just trying to find anything that would work. And here is a program that gives you a fully automated system. You don't have to do the ClickFunnels. It's master retail rights, so you get 100% sale. There is not a single person on this planet that gets 1 penny of my profits for any of my hard work. Okay? And my hard work is to make your life easier. I love that. Okay? Um, and I can do this as a side business, building this up a couple hours a day as I go until I build it up enough so I can either completely quit the job that I have right now, or I can swap to a job that's less stressful, more flexible, and I can still keep working on my business on the side. The whole point is options. You need options. Okay? This business here is a done for you business. If you already have a product, I have a girlfriend who does the most amazing balloon arches, okay, for parties and events and whatever. She could go ahead, if she were ever so inclined, and take this program, the 4 courses, and build up a business from the ground up, just online, and learn how to properly market her own business and start making a lot of money. I think right now she's just enjoying, because it's a lot of work for one person. She doesn't want too much stuff, but if she ever got to that place where she wanted to step it up a little bit, she could do this. If you have a product that you are already trying to sell, if you're a real estate agent, if you sell homemade arts and crafts, if you have something on Etsy, this will literally give you the platform, show you how to market it for zero cost, okay, and help you take your business to the next level. If you don't have a business, but you have an idea of something you've always wanted to sell, this will also teach you how to do that. This will teach you how to create your own product, whether it's a budgeting program, whether it's an e-learning course, whatever you want to do, a book, you want to write a kid's book and sell them. This will literally show you from the ground up. Hi, Cassandra, how are you today? How to take that, make that a reality, and then build a business around it and market it and actually make it a success. If you don't want to have to work for all that, you just want a business that's ready made for you, you can also take these 4 courses and make this your business. Master resale rights. You can literally make 100% profit for every customer, every person you help build their own business. And you don't have to wait for anything, okay? The whole beauty of this system is that with the automated system, all you're doing is putting out content. You are putting out posts. They ask for 3 posts a day. You're building real estate, right? Digital real estate. Think about it this way. So when you go to work, you have a 9 to 5 job. If you're not at work, you're not earning money, right? Like, that's just it. When you are doing the business like this and you are using social media as your marketing platform, and I'm not talking about paying for the social media to promote it, okay? I'm talking about using your content that you are posting for free to promote your products, to promote your brand, to promote yourself, right? To help enlighten people on things. Excuse me. Then every single piece of video that you put out there, that's floating around. People will be watching that till probably the end of time. It's just out there. It's never going to stop working for you. Thank you so much for the likes. It's never going to stop working for you. Okay? It is out there working for you even when you are not working. Okay? That's also what the automated system does. That automated system is your connected to your website, right? Which we built for you for a whopping $29, which includes lifetime technical support. So let me just show you guys here. If we look at my profile, right? This is my profile. Sorry, I have YouTube and TikTok at the same time. My profile, you see my website right here? Mom Life Beth, digitalmarketing.online. That's my handle. You click on it. Guess what? This is going to take you to my first page. And this is saying, yes, I would like some extra information. You're not buying anything. You're not putting a credit card. You're not promising anything. This is you asking for information, which I am going to send to you. More literally, my automated system is going to send it to you. So it doesn't matter what time of the day you click on that link and go there and put in your email, you will start getting the information then. And you can unsubscribe at any time. I am not here to bother you. I am here to make your life easier. Okay? If you are that person that needs extra help with their finances, if you are that person that can immediately rattle off those three things that you would use that extra $900 a month for, then you're the person that this can help. Okay. So when you have this business, you have a customer, they click on your link, they ask for information with the email, and then they're going to start getting some emails from you. And in every email, there's going to be two main things. Number one, there's going to be a link in there if you ever wanted to click on it and go in and actually look at the products, see what their pricing is. See, we have payment options. We have Afterpay. I love me some Afterpay. Okay, I love if I could break over like every 2 weeks with no interest. I love it. Okay, that just gives me ability. And makes my life less stressful. The other thing is that they can click on it anytime and purchase. You do not have to be on the phone. You do not have to be online. This happens when you're at your regular job. This happens when you're making dinner. This happens while you're sleeping. This happens while you're on vacation. This system is leveraging your time. This is how you're able to work 2 to 3 hours a day, not even in a chunk sum. I mean, I think I have been able to sit down and actually do a solid 2 hours 2 times in the last month and change. My life is insane. My house is a madhouse. I have people at any time asking me for something, needing something, having a meltdown. My dogs are old. They're pooping and peeing everywhere. They need to go out. Oh, one of them didn't feel good. Oh, now the baby's hitting the dog. Okay, now my older son's picking on the baby. Okay, now my husband's losing his mind because it's so loud and he's stressed out and blah, blah, blah. There is never an end to insanity. All right? So I have been just finding 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, half an hour here, listening to some trainings as I go. This business is a learning business. It is interactive learning programs, 4 of them. Use this to teach you how to do everything you need to know. And guess what? It is a fraction of the cost that these colleges are charging. That you have to pay their fees, their pricing, pay for the teachers, pay for the books. This course comes with a full community. 32,000 people in our digital growth community at last peak. Okay, that has doubled in the last couple months. And technical support, there's live training, there's a video library, recordings of live trainings. It literally teaches you every single thing step by step. And these are not big, long recordings. Most of them are between 5 and 20 minutes long. And you could always pause and go back. Life is crazy, okay? But you have a huge support community. And then on top of that, this is kind of an intimidating thing, right? To start a business, I was intimidated. I was like, I don't know if I can make this work. You have support every step of the way. Your first line of support is the person you sign up with. Jen is the girl who came over and saved my life. And I still talk to her. I go in on her lives. She comes in on my lives. I ask her questions. I ask her to give me constructive criticism constantly because I want to always improve. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. It gets super annoying and frustrating, but it is what it is. It's just how I am. I'm always trying to do better. Okay? And here's what I'm going to say. Besides the fact that what this product is an interactive learning program, 4 of them, what this is really selling people is hope. And you know what I'm talking about when I say hope. If you have been struggling, because I wasn't joking when I said, what would you do with an extra $900 a month? Because let me tell you something, $900 a month, that's one person signing up a month. On average, most people are getting at least a couple of people a month. Once you get your business built up, don't rush it. Do the trainings. You earn and learn as you go. But once you have yourself established, once you have yourself all going in and very much you're in your stride, you know what you're doing, you are going to be making more than one customer sale a month. But if only you have one, if you barely have any time to commit to this, okay, This is your business. There's nobody going to be coming over and telling you jack diddly squat about how many hours you worked today, how many posts you did today. Did you do your copy and paste ads? How much time did you spend on your e-learning? Nobody's going to ask you because guess what? Nobody knows, nobody cares. This is your business. They care about if you ask them for help and then they're going to try and help you. That's the whole point. And especially, I'm talking about busy working moms because that's what I am. That's what I can speak to. But this can apply to anybody. Okay. I have had some of the most traumatic 2 last weeks I've had in a really long time. Multiple emergency room, multiple outbursts from children, kids getting sent home from camp, trying to deal with stuff, trying to get stuff built, worrying about my dad who's declining rapidly, all this stuff. And at the same time, I'm spitting out because I'm so stressed out all the time. So I have not been, for the last 2 weeks, able to actually really focus. I have not been able to do a full 2 hours a day. You know what I have been doing now? I've been trying to put out at least 3 pieces a day. I usually can get up to 4 or 5 at least. And I do come on and I do a live at night. And this, ironically, is my relaxed time. The kids are in bed. My husband's playing video games. I'm over here just talking to you guys, and I'm able to just relax. And I am not a social butterfly. Believe it or not, I'm actually a really introverted person. By the time I'm done with this hour, I'm like, oh, okay, no, we're talking. Nothing against you guys. I have to decompress. I have not had any time to decompress. Literally, I am never alone. I am never alone. And if I am alone, I'm trying like crazy to get something done before I'm back to not being alone again. I don't have time to just relax. This is the most relaxed I can get. Okay. But again, if you are somebody that is actually looking to change your circumstance, you are tired of that money pinch. You are tired of doing the paycheck to paycheck. You are tired of always having to plan and scrimp and save to do every little thing. You don't have enough put aside for retirement. This is something that can help you. But this is not a get rich quick scheme. So if you're looking for something with minimal effort, like you don't have to do anything, you don't have to put any real effort in, you don't have to be consistent, and you'll just get easy results, I'm telling you, this is not it. Find yourself a solitaire game. Okay, that'll pay you money because this is an actual business, and America is built on small businesses. But any small business owner you talk to, they will tell you it is hard work. The main difference between that and this is that it's digital so that you don't have to worry about maintaining inventory. It's digital so you don't have to worry about recouping your expenses. You're working from home. All you need is a smart device, like a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop. That's all you need, and some Wi-Fi or data to make this work. You need to be able to follow instructions. This comes with a proven blueprint. This is going to tell you exactly what you need to do to make this work. It's not rocket science, but you do have to pay attention and you do have to follow the steps. They're not asking for your firstborn child. They're literally telling you, hold on, I'm sorry. The official 2-hour workday, right? I'm going to break it down for you. 2 hours. Think about this. Half an hour doing copy and paste ads to free classified ad sites. They give you the verbiage. You just have to flavor it with your own flavor. Change it, personalize it, right? Copy and paste ads for 30 minutes. They say take an hour to do your content, make 3 posts. And to be honest, the less editing you do, the better, because people want to talk to somebody who comes off as genuine, who comes off as real, somebody they can relate to. That's what people relate to, right? If you seem like to this and to that and blah, 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 people are gonna be like, oh, wow, that's a lot of work. And she doesn't like, is she really like, what's going on? And I don't know. I learned the hard way. Okay. When I'm doing posts, I do best not pre-planning. Like I have it planned out from training lessons. Okay, make sure we cover this topic Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday. I try to make at least one post having to do with that topic. But then I'm just talking. I'm just talking like you're right in front of me and we're buddies and I'm just talking to you about my day or explaining how something's going to work. That's how I talk. That's how I'm talking on here. People can tell when you're genuine. And people will sign up for things for someone that they like, know, and trust. If you're fake, they're not going to like you. If you're fake, they're not going to trust you. And if you're fake, they're definitely not going to sign up with you. Okay? So I just shoot it from the hip. I pick it up. I don't do like short little posts that much anymore because I can't say what I'm trying to say in it. And I know TikTok viewers tend to have like about like a 15-second attention span if you can grab it. That's how a lot of us are now. Squirrel, right? But I just say what I'm going to say. And you know what? The person who needs to see it is going to see it and they're going to watch it. And I have found that. I have found even when I'm doing the like a 3 or 4 minute video, which is unheard of, I'm actually getting people watching it through to the end and liking it because it's resonating, because this is real. We are all in this boat together. Nobody is alone. There's something that connects us all. But the main thing to remember is that you are not stuck. You are not alone and you are not stuck. This is not 20 years ago where the only real way to make money was to have a job or to figure out a business and work all the time. That is not what it is anymore. Okay? You can make money online with a legitimate business with full master resale rights, making 100% profit with nobody above you and nobody below you siphoning off any of your commission. Because it's just you. There's no one above you. There's no one below you. You have an automated system helping you out. And this is how it's passive income, because you're working for those 2 hours a day, however you break it up, right? You're working for those 2 hours a day. And then the rest of the time, your automated system is doing that work for you. Your videos and the automated system combined are reaching out to people or answering their questions or sending them that information. They're helping them sign up when they're ready to sign up. And then that last half an hour of work after the copy and paste ads for 30 minutes and doing content for an hour, you're responding. People are going to leave comments in your posts. They're going to respond to your emails. They're going to reach out and DM you. Okay? Just respond to that once a day for like a half an hour. Send out a newsletter to the people who are on your email list. This is how it's working. This is not something I'm going to tell you is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Is it possible? Absolutely. Do you have to have any prior experience? Absolutely not. Do you have to have any education level? No. What do you have to have? You have to have a need, because if you don't have a need, you're not going to want to put in any time. You're not going to maintain this. Okay? If you don't have a need, you're not going to actually take the time and stick with it and not just give up. People get so impatient if it doesn't work in the first week or the first month. Oh my gosh. Do you think there's any business owner that can actually have a business with a minimal investment, zero overhead, no subscription cost, no inventory requirement, and then their very first customer, they completely 100% recoup their investment? That's right. After your very first person that you sign up, that you help out like the way that somebody helped you, you are in profit mode, my friend. Every single sale goes directly into your bank account and it's for you to use however you want. Do you need to pay down your student debt? Do you need to pay down your credit card debt? Do you need to put money away for your kids' college education? Do you need to buy school clothes? Holy crap, I just went out to Children's Place today because I was like, I can't believe it. It's almost like a month until like this new school year starts. And I just saw what they're charging for the jeans. Normally a sale is like it's lower than normal. Right now, even on sale at 40% off, every pair of jeans for a kid is like 18 bucks. That's on a 4-pack with 40% off. I couldn't even buy it. I couldn't do the shopping because I was not going to spend that much money. Now, granted, since I started doing this about a month and some change ago, my expenses have changed in the way that I'm actually ordering takeout. I have gone out to dinner with my family and my husband separately at least 4 times in the last 6 weeks. Something I have never allowed us to do because we didn't have the money. I am now buying groceries without having to check my bank account. When is the last time anybody in this room was able to just go to the grocery store without a calculator, without a shopping list, and if you bought anything extra, you were going to go over budget? That's real, right? That is super real. Groceries are huge. Clothes for the kids, huge. Vacations, retirements, helping so that you are taking some of the pressure off of your partner or your spouse from working so hard to try and bring in all the income to help take care of the family. Planning for retirement at this rate, we are all going to be working until we are in our 80s or dead, and we don't ever get to enjoy life because all we do is work. That's it. Jen B, did you just pop in here? Girl, how is that movie with your boy? This is who I was talking about. If you guys are not already friends with her, click on her. She is who introduced me to the digital marketing world with Legacy Builder. Good, good. I will have to tell my husband about it and see if we can get a good. You watch Trolls? I thought you were going to watch the Ghostbuster movie. Which Trolls did you watch? Oh, he didn't want to. It's okay. As long as you guys got to spend, oh, I like that one. As long as you guys got to spend some good bonding time together, that's what's important. 100%. I can't believe you're still awake. Oh, well, you're like on the West Coast, right? Or Central Time? Good. Good. Central, yeah. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one who actually brought me into the fold and is still coaching me to this day and is helping me out immensely. And she's amazing. She's been doing this for 3 months now. And just like a week or two ago, she's a nurse. She works full time as a nurse. And she had a week last, like 2 weeks ago, where she made her entire nurse's salary for the month in 1 week off of the Legacy Builder program. That's how this works. Okay. It works just like this. You take your time, you build it up, you build your following. If you build it, the people will come, right? You just have to do your work. Jen, girl, I am so sorry that you just jumped on and I appreciate you. I am fading so hard and I do have to get off. I will talk to you tomorrow. Let me know what you think about those last things I sent you. And I want to say thank you to everybody for being on here and for watching. And I hope everybody has a great Monday night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Fuck my life.